The local grandmother is using her creative side to bring back some of the best moments of her life.
As News Channel 9's Latricia Thomas explains, it's more than just her own memories that this artist is reviving.
I bought all the supplies and some materials and decided to try it, and I got hooked on it.
Inside Gail Raines' craft room,
with a head, 2 arms, and 2 legs. This is what I start with.
Plastic parts transform into a kind of therapy.
All of my grandchildren are past cuddling, and I think at some point I missed, holding those babies and cuddling those babies. And plus the art side of it was very appealing to me.
Each doll that Gail creates takes about 30 hours of handiwork.
The doll called? It's actually called a reborn process. It all started about 10 years ago, where an artist would take an existing doll, strip all the paint, the hair, the body off, and repaint it and remake it so that it looked more realistic.
The baby soft vinyl is layered with paint.
Come right down the middle, even down into the forehead.
Different colors of paint create each doll's skin tone, shading, and that baby blush.
You want it to look very natural.
Each coat is heat sealed and cooled before the newborn hair is threaded and their bodies weighted.
The glass beads go in and make sure that it's placed in the very back of the head so that it feels like a newborn when you pick it up.
Every doll is stuffed, assembled, and then scented.
I call them my Gigi Bean sprouts because they all come to life at some point.
But that's not the only life-changing moment these dolls deliver. Many of Gail's creations end up in the arms of women like Ruth.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were saying. I was trying to figure it out.
Ruth is a resident of Morning Point of Hickson's Lantern Unit for Alzheimer's patients.
Because they do look so real, it does jog their memory of bringing up their own children.
These realistic dolls provide what Morning Point calls cuddle therapy, calming the frustration that this cruel disease can sometimes cause.
I can't get over it myself. Just take a look at this here. This is a baby. I can't get over it.
Sometimes when I watch them do that, I get tears in my eyes because it just touches your heart so much to see how they function with them.
So what began as Gail's hobby is now a compassionate calling that sometimes creates a connection so strong, lullabies long forgotten are remembered once again.
Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. There's no one in the world like you.
It's not something that I set out to do. I kind of fell into it just by, accident or by the grace, whatever you want to call it. And so, every time I go into one of those facilities, it just brings it back home to me that this is what it's about. This is why you're doing this.
And we will always love you.
For Made in Chattanooga, I'm Latricia Thomas.
The Gigi Bean Sprout doll can be found in several Alzheimer's units locally, but Gail also sells them privately to help fund the supplies that she donates. You can find her information on the Made in Our Hometown section of NewsChannel9.com.